Hey everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft. Sorry that it's been a while since I put one of these out. Funny thing, me and Beansy right now are actually just
What the
kinda...
fuck are you
Hey, what's up,
listening
Duar?
to?
Oh yeah. Me and him are just kind of fishing for the enchantments we need since last
50
episode.
Shades of
As
Grey
you saw, we were
audiobook.
looking for...
I caught a
we
name
were looking at
tag!
what we would need to take on the Wither, so... Yeah. And as you
Yeah.
can hear from my audio, I am very, like, quiet right now.
Yeesh.
How about that? There we go. That's a little bit better. So,
Sorry, I've
last
been
episode,
watching
I
a
said I was going to
guy
talk to
called
you
Seth
a
Orvin a lot.
little bit
One
about
of
something
his
that's been going
real
on.
early videos
Reason
before
why
he
this
became
episode's a
popular
little
was a
bit quicker,
TF2 video where he ran
and
around
why
with one
it's
of the
not gonna be
more
very long.
ridiculous weapons for the
There are
scout
going to be a few
class.
things I'm talking about.
It's
One
literally a
is,
fish wrapped in
as of
newspaper.
November, I've already talked to my recruiter. I am
And
currently
it actually
focusing on
gives you
joining
a
the
bit of
United
a
States
call out
military
whenever
as
you're able
a
to
member of
hit
the
someone
Army.
and kill someone
That
with the
being
fish.
said, right now I'm actually dealing with something that
Because
I
it
never
does
thought I would have
reduced
to.
damage.
I am currently
So if
dealing
you're able
with
to kill
major
someone
weight
with
loss.
it's
And I
so
don't mean,
fucking
like,
embarrassing.
run-of-the-mill,
And fucking rotten flesh, getting rid
like,
of that immediately.
oh, he's gotta go running, he's gotta change his diet. No, I mean, I have until November
Oh,
to
too late, I already
lose
dropped
about
it.
40 pounds. 40, 50 pounds. And then deal with the push-ups, the sit-ups. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen from videos where I've actually been
here,
in them,
and
like
the name tag.
my orientation video, where I just like, hey, what's going on? In that video, you guys could tell I'm a bigger guy. But I do want to join the military. It's something I've really been wanting to do for a very long time.
Not much. You know,
I
mother
hope
been
other
injured
people, when
and
they
helping
hear this,
out
will go,
around
oh,
the
I
house
want
a lot.
to go and do that
And
too.
you know,
But
I was able to,
other than that,
use helping out a
I
lot
gotta be able to
to
do,
convince
I
them
think it
to
said
convince Mod let me get
45,
something for
44
Warframe, and that's how I got
push-ups
a
in
bunch
2
of
minutes.
shit.
I gotta be able to do like 43,
Ironically, I've leveled
46
up
sit-ups in 2
more
minutes,
than a quarter
and I gotta be able to
of
run
what
2
I got
miles
from
in
that pack.
under
I've leveled up
16 minutes.
all 4 of the weapons and
Push-ups and sit-ups
one
can be
of the
hard
characters.
to really do. It's the running I'm worried about, because I've never been much of a runner.
What?
Never. But I don't know. I know I'm gonna have to learn to run a lot better. But I mean,
Good God, man.
I'm a bigger guy. That's gonna be a little bit harder for me.
You
And
lost a good bit of
what
health
the recruiter
already.
said,
You might
it's
need
a-
to use a booster. Actually,
it's a
no. You only
very,
need to use a
very,
booster
Very
once
big
it gets
thing.
to half health.
We have a
They
voluntary
did
military.
change it
I
so
wanna
that
be part of it.
they were.
I want to be the guy that comes home and everyone knows, hey,
More
that's
powerful.
Nightshader. Hey, that's the guy. That's the one guy who stood up for us.
Which is why I kept putting,
So,
I kept putting Frost
that's why I'm
and
actually doing this. And
now
you're going to hear me
Nightshade
yawning a
back
lot right now
into,
because for me, while I'm
in
recording
and
this,
out of
it's 3 in the
places, hoping
morning.
you would get
I
on
completely have pushed this off to the
the
very
past
last
couple
minute.
days.
And it's
Nice.
not, it's in a very polite way of saying it,
Nice.
it's a major clusterfuck. So
Fuck
that's
you.
the first thing I wanted to talk about.
You
Second
fucking,
thing is what I've been
I said,
hearing
fuck
from
you
coworkers
fucking
and friends.
squid.
One friend who actually brought this up after,
Push me.
this is how late it is, after the first Packer game against the Bears.
No.
He was
No.
complaining, oh, Rodgers,
I'm gonna
oh,
kill him.
Rodgers,
The fucking
and, oh, I
pufferfish.
don't watch because of the kneeling. Listen, because he also
Banzai!
said, I don't follow, I don't watch. If you don't follow, if you don't watch, keep your mouth shut.
I'm gonna kill him with it.
If you're so upset about the kneeling thing, and here's the thing, he's a very big supporter of the military. I agree that we are paying these men millions and millions of dollars
I don't know. But I gotta keep
to
going
play
up for air.
football, get injured. I understand that's why they're paid so much. But the thing is,
Banzai!
a lot of people don't understand when they kneel. Yes, it's disrespectful for the men and women that give them their freedom to kneel before the flag. It started off with something else, and now it's come to this point. I see it like this. I'm about to be put into one of those uniforms, and the first thing is not, oh, they're disrespecting the people men and women who have died of that flag and fighting for freedom. How I see it, and this is me personally. If you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. And I don't mean to come off as offensive. I'm gonna be putting on that uniform.
I killed it with the blowfish.
I'm gonna be the man on the front lines, putting his ass on the line for you. That's what I'm doing. I am
they changed
putting myself so
I remember
you can
originally
have
if you started drowning,
freedom to kneel before the flag, to stand
every
on
time
the flag,
you took damage, it would
push
push you down far enough that you could be an
it's
inch away from the
freedom.
surface, but you'd
every
die.
Time I understand a lot
Because
of
it would keep pushing you down far enough.
Going, no, you can't do that. No, you
it would
can't
push you
do
down
that.
far enough that by the time
you shouldn't
got
do
back
it.
up.
But technically, I'm gonna be fighting. They fought for and died for the freedom to do that. For them to go, oh, okay, here's your freedom. Do whatever you want. You can't really do anything about it. What are you gonna say? Oh, then you guys can't play. Good luck with that. These guys got millions of dollars. You don't think they're not gonna hire
were you
some
using the
high-shot
second
lawyer
fishing
or
rod?
attorney that will go, well, actually, no, right here and here it says he has to play, or you have to give him another $20 million. So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna be doing this in the next episode, maybe. I have begun. Excuse me. I have begun reading, or I have dyslexia, so it's more like listening. Me and a couple of my friends, we listen to audiobooks.
That's nothing.
And an audiobook series, which recently, just last month,
try sitting at a fucking hospital with basically nothing to do. Reruns on TV, reruns of shows you've already seen 100 times. Are the only things on TV,
and to people who
you
know
really
what that
don't
is,
give a shit.
Or are just like, oh, what's Sandman Slim? I'm thinking about doing
the only time that time passed relatively quickly was when I fucking took a nap next to Mom.
Man, sorry about that. Little podcast about, hey, this is what happened in this book. Oh, this is what happened in this book. Oh, this is
my old
this book.
favorite weapon.
Being very vague about it and giving my opinion on the book and the story at that point.
Do I
really
give you
like
a bonus?
The series, it's man, it's just awesome. I like the
I got a bone.
Funny side of it, how they make fun of every religion, every single one. There's not one that's like saved, and it's so fun.
I'd like to take the mending and put it on mine, but
in the book, I mean, made this big epicenter of magic. Magic power and just everything that you think would come from that, and that's kind of fun. You know what?
That give you an answer?
I changed my mind. I'm gonna do the first book, because the first book is one of the shorter books. And this will also give me a little bit of something to talk to.
And it did like nothing for damage, didn't it?
31 minutes. So, sorry.
Exactly.
Sandman Slim was actually written in, I think, 2008,
I trust
2011. Very early in the 2000s. And it follows the story of James Stark, who, in the beginning of the book,
you want me to drop these puffer fish
finds
off
himself just out of hell. Literally, he rolls out of hell.
I said I don't know if I trust you with the bow, because for all I know,
why he comes back
for all I know,
book,
the fucking forging process could go wrong and destroy both of them. If you can't tell, I played a lot of games where combining two weapons has a chance to fail and destroy both weapons, and I've done it with a weapon that I really fucking liked and lost it.
Like, there's a lot of the fuck bomb shit, like, there are no words excluded, and Richard Gaddard goes into very deep detail into the more violent parts of it.
But no infinity.
Because this book is very violent as well. What happens?
Hey, wait a minute! Didn't you get a book with infinity?
James Stark comes back, and he's looking for the men that technically the group of people who sent him to hell. and he's stumbling around, finds a bar, finds out that he had been in hell for 11 years. Think about that. You tell people go to hell. He actually went. And on his way back, he found one of the members of his old group and chopped off his fucking head. And
I found one with Infinity 1 and Power 3.
How fucked up is that? I don't care what you do, what you say. That's messed up, man.
15.
That's messed up. Then, he pretty much tries to take over the life of a normal person. He never buys cars. He steals cars to get around. He has a key to 13 doors. This room at the center of time and space. Think of this. God himself, Lucifer, himself could not get in this room without this key that Stark has just above his heart. And allows him to shadow walk.
Alright, you know what? Just forget it.
And I think that's so interesting to have that dynamic. I mean, every kid wanted the Kamehameha from Goku. Or they wanted a genie from Aladdin. Everyone wants some.
Fuck it. You know what? Worst comes to worst, you get a book. You get a book that has mending on it.
I want the key to the room of 13 doors. The still center of the universe. You walk through any door, and you walk through the certain door you need to go to, and you can go anywhere. You want to go to the Pope, and you live in California. Walk into a shadow, you can walk out in the guy's bedroom.
That's.
I mean, there's a lot of cool.
Don't you just need
a lot of also cool
the
weapons
item
that they
and
have
then the book, and then you put them together?
From hell, Stark brings back a black bone knife that he also uses to chop off his group member's head.
Okay, drop it.
Sabian.
Oh no, see,
and take over his video store.
Never mind.
But also he later
I don't need infinity. I need.
Gets a weapon
I'd like just like mending. So.
Which is which I think is hilarious because it's a Hellion joke. It brings up a lot of comedy that.
Like I said, worst comes to worst, you get another book of.
Had jokes like. Is completely known as Anawatsu, which means small thorn.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Named after the thorns on Christ's crown.
Nothing.
And there are these
literally
flowers that apparently sing angel hymns, and after they sing off key and get the lyrics wrong, they strangle themselves.
I got a bow.
And resurrect and do it all over again.
Power 4. A bow.
It's just interesting how someone can
your
go
book.
Bring all the religious stuff and make it into a nice book where it's this is relatable. I know someone just like this, or this is gonna be doing this, and I can understand that. To me, it's very nice. It's a very enjoyable book. Further on into the story, you find out,
I'm hooking me a friend.
These Nazi assholes are roughing up the bar Stark went to, and Stark helps, finds out that they really are led by some weird creature, which tries to take the key of 13 doors out of his chest.
That wasn't the squid. That was
actually gets his knot. And
that was
the characters themselves, even Stark, they're all, you can tell they're based off real people, not just, that sounds funny, okay. Like, right here, one of James Stark himself, his real name is James Butler Hickok Stark, which is, of course, Wild Bill from the 1800s, during the Wild West, one of the great shootists. That's awesome because it actually brings in real historical people.
On mine as well.
The other thing is...
Try not to breathe in so hard.
Built him around because the magic community in the book is called the
I keep hearing
Sub Rosa. I never really understood why they were called that, but it's the author. He was one of them, and apparently he was so powerful, and people were wondering, oh, is he going to be a bad guy? And yeah. So, the second is Allegra, who is a girl who works at the video store for a little while before shit hits the fan in the book. And she is taken under the next person on this list to become an alchemist. At least it's better
than catching a boot.
I like her because she likes to... you can tell she was one of those people...
They now have new
I'm all the way up to the newest book. And you can see her progression. She starts here in this book as the little book, as the girl who... I don't know what's going on.
The game,
this is all new. It's like, what the hell? After that, you have Vidocq, who I like him. He's a Frenchman who himself immortal. He apparently in the book is over 200 years old, but says it's 150, and he's that father figure that's in every book, every movie. The one that the main character, Stark in this case, goes to for
a couple
advice,
of which
for help,
are just
for guidance. It's a really good
most
dynamic
of what was added
because Vidocq is a thief.
Cosmetic bullshittery.
He's a thief, and he's an alchemist. One of the world's greatest alchemists. And after a little incident happens that progresses the story, he takes Allegra under his wing to become
they always had the ability to stuff and mount certain fish.
After this, you have Cass.
All the fish you could catch. Now they have it so that you can also stuff and mount.
He's one of the people
from
you can Stark's little group that sent him to hell. And
the Grenier.
Before this, Stark cuts
the Grenier somehow
the fun thing about it is later on
in all the bodies of water.
In this book alone, you find out the bad guy, Mason. He's next on the list. He promised us this. He promised me this. He promised me that.
I have 22.
And he never got it.
16.
And he got screwed out of everything and pretty much had to use magic to get his video store. After Kasabian, you have Mason, the bad guy, who had the idea to send Stark to hell. And when you find this out, you're like, okay, kind of a dick. Really? After...
It kind of kills it.
After the third book, you find out why.
Alright, you're gonna need to give me a minute.
And it's a little understandable, because even Stark goes, I agree. But...
That should be good.
Apparently, in this book,
give me a minute, I'm gonna go shut this fucking bird down.
And for 11 years, he sat in nothingness. It will make sense if you read the book or listen to the book. It's a very nice book. You can even find the book here on YouTube. I might leave a description, in the description where to go get it or listen to it, but it's just amazing that he sits in nothingness for 11 years.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Back in a second.
He wants to be in control of the universe. He wants to take a group of people and go down to hell. Take over hell. From hell, then they go to heaven. Because there is a line in the book about what Mason thinks about God. He says he's an old man. He needs to be sent off to a retirement home or get a duplex with Odin or Zeus or some other deity. He needs to be on a yacht playing shuffleboard and not controlling the fundamentals of the universe. One day he's gonna forget where he put the remote, forget about gravity, get all confused, forget about gravity, and where will we be then? And it's so amazing how in this you think, he's talking about his God. No, God himself. All the gods are real in this book, and it's like they make fun of Jewish people, they make fun of Hebrew, they make fun of Arabic people, they make fun of Catholic people, Lutheran people. You find out that the angels that are supposed to be merciful, who are supposed to be nice, who are supposed to be human, like the shepherds of people, are gigantic dicks. And this group called the Golden Vigil are trying to like stop the evil things that are going on in the city of LA.
What?
One is, it's led by an angel called Aelita. For people to understand, I have to say like this, I'm sorry, because it's the best way to put, she's the Hillary Clinton of angels.
Transgender surgery
power
bullshit.
suit, uppity, no. And she actually almost kills
No, trust me, it couldn't.
And in this book, there are a few characters I am forgetting, just because how important they are in the second book and later on. Like Doc Kinski, Candy, and who's another one?
Is what she
Carlos.
wants to be called.
Especially because how big of a role Carlos plays in the latest book. Whenever I do a QA, it's going to be more like a book review. Because I am re-listening to them, and that's how I remember a lot of like this book now. Even Cherry Moon is a character, and she plays a very small role in this book.
Ooh.
No presence in the second or third. No, in the second book, but in the third, or the little bit one after. She comes back in the fifth book.
Not quite.
Like, the fifth book is where she's big. In the sixth
24
book,
and 24.
I think she comes back to help him out again. But the fun thing about it is all these characters still come back in later books. Even
45, Cole,
like,
so...
my personal favorite character is not Cass, it's not Vidoc, it is Stark, the main character.
Yeah,
is my favorite character.
To say, hey, why don't you get Monster Hunter World so we can play together, but at this point I'm just going, I really don't want to get you into this sort of thing, because you're going to inevitably come across the big fucking roadblock I've come across, and you're going to be going, fuck this game, fuck everything about it, and fuck you, Jake, for trying to get me into it.
Said three guns pointed at him, and he hits a guard, puts his handcuffs over the guy's neck, and lays down, and has this guy pretty much being his shield. And he says, when smart's out, use crazy. No one knows how crazy works. He speaks about threats like, if you're going to make a threat, go big. But don't go too big, because you might have to follow through.
Which game did he World or
tip, because there are some people who don't know how to back down, who will go, I am not just gonna punch your face, or I'm not just gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Drink liquid nitrogen, chip out your guts, slide in a pane of glass, and turn you into a portable aquarium. He goes big. And in later books you learn more, but he also has hellion sense of humor.
Yeah, you're supposed to dodge.
Like, he says, I think it's in the second book. He says, I miss being told.
It's more than just
it's
that.
You or him, you little dreet.
It's more
and
than
then
just
he goes to
go up
drink
on here
his
and wail
favorite drink
on
of
it
choice,
until it dies.
Aquarija.
You do have to actually
Allegra says, what's a dreet?
Read the monster's attacks and know when to dodge it.
Pretty much a shit.
Or just be like me and use...
It lives out in hell. It eats its way...
Again, they tried to go a little more realistic for
and that's where it's
Monster
younger
Hunter
born.
World, which I don't necessarily like.
And they said that this represents humans in general to the angels and hellions.
I mean, it also seems like they took a big step backwards for hitboxes.
Well, hellions and angels are eternal.
Because there have been times when I'm
really
completely behind a monster, and it will do an attack that hits it that should only hit from if you're on the side, and I still get fucking hit by it.
How history would work, or what how we should believe in God, and like, that kind of stuff. It's a very interesting way to read the book, and the later book, I want to get away, and this is just like a very, very rough review. Just until the next episode where I can actually do a review.
I generally enjoy fishing mini games.
Another part where the next episode is gonna be me and Beansy fishing. Just because me and him couldn't think of any real good audio to use here.
I mean, this is coming from a guy whose favorite game to play for the longest time on the PC was the fucking deep sea fishing game that he has absolute shit at.
Make something where it's stupid, but. Since I only have
mainly because somehow I would manage to break the fucking whale shark
around,
and it would instantly break the line.
Episode 70, maybe earlier.
Somehow
I am gonna be switching off.
Oh, I have a both mending one on
from Minecraft on the Xbox One to the Xbox 360. Just because there is something on the 360 I can do that I can't do on the One. The One, I can play, like all the Assassin's Creeds I have. I can also play a bunch of backwards compatible games too. But, because I'm going to be working on a couple of games that you cannot backwards compatible, I'm going to be going to the 360. When I go back to the 360, I'm going to be doing a 360 play. Where it's going to be, okay, we're on the 360, new world. I'm going to rebuild a world where I go mining, all that stuff. So episodes will get more entertaining again. But we will be coming back. The 360 world is just for a while I'm recording. So guess about maybe 40 episodes, maybe less. I don't know, because
probably nothing because my boat has already got Infinity.
Beansy's not going to be in
and Power 5
with me on the 360. Beansy can't be on the 360. He has no 360 anymore. And people are going to be going, well, why are you going back to the 360? Why are you going back to the 360? On the 360, I can play a lot of different games
that
I can't get on the One.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's stupid.
For instance, I can't play Grand Theft Auto 3, or Grand Theft Auto Vice City, or Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which was last year.
Yeah, but it's a fucking facility.
Finally made it backwards compatible
something
to play San
you use
Andreas.
on an almost regular basis.
And then you have GTA 4, GTA 5, games that I actually wanted to play for a very long time and put on the channel. Also, you have Minecraft.
To get back
Plus,
on the
you also have Lego
what was
Harry
it specifically
Potter
that you didn't really like?
2, you have the Lego Star Wars.
There's a few ways you can
prevent
that.
But
one, you can switch up what weapons you use, and
Disney
you can actually.
Technically,
what
Disney
weapon were you using?
Star Wars. So. And by the way, I'll let you guys in a little thing.
Any specific details?
In the video you're watching, me and Beansy do get a couple of Smite books. We are very close to getting in and actually taking care
was
of
it just
the Wither. But me and him are still having a little bit of a argument where we're gonna be putting the Wither and where we take care of it.
Final Fantasy?
Because we have enough iron and pumpkins to make iron golems that will help us in the long run, but I don't know if doing the
using the greatsword, that might be why. The greatsword isn't necessarily a beginner-friendly weapon.
And if it does, what do I want to make them out of? Because we found out not much will stop them. If they want to get out of a room, they're going to get out of a room. And lava doesn't do anything but slow them down.
Yeah, one of the better weapons to actually start off with, which you might not think about, is actually the sword and shield weapons.
Make a beacon, which is the main reason
because while they're not,
or one of them. And I know.
Well, it gives you the ability to block most damage from an attack.
And to get the mansion's
from most attacks
of killing the invoker and getting the talisman and using the talisman to save my life, which is me gonna be jumping off the top of the giant cobblestone tower.
I hope you didn't sell any of the rare shields.
So that's also that. But Beansy is actually excited because me and him.
Yes, Taj the Blooded.
And this will be put out this
favorite.
week. As you noticed, Wednesdays I haven't been able to put out
and strangle you in your sleep.
Of The Walking Dead. I've been trying to do it on episode 1 of the Michonne series, but something's been going wrong. Every time I start recording the second half and then do the work for it, editing does not go well, so it doesn't want me to download it or get it up for you guys so you guys can see it, because it will not work on my editing software. And to me, that's a very big thing, because after the update with Windows, I can't use my Windows Movie Maker on my my desktop here because it actually got uninstalled. I tried to do an update on it, and
probably grab my wallet, grab a fucking
uninstalled itself.
Well, no, I can't grab a bottle,
and I couldn't download it. So I've been working with only my Sony Movie Maker.
Can't grab a bottle of a hard
which helped
cider.
out a lot, but it didn't do everything I needed. It can't do everything I need. Like, I can't make my little beginnings.
I'm getting some distance between us, mainly because I think
endings.
It doesn't like it when 2 players.
So it's actually a little bit of a hindrance. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? And it's not really working out.
And I think
because
it doesn't like having 2
right,
players so close to each other.
But it doesn't work the way I want. So actually, and I think I've said this in a past video, I'm actually using my laptop to make the beginnings, that title screen where you see the image, like Assassin's Creed 2 episode 15, and then the warning.
Oh, good Lord.
And I do that warning so parents aren't like, oh, this was false advertising, this was Minecraft, and it was supposed to be nice, and you're cussing, you're talking about religion. You're talking about this, you're talking about
get
that.
everything you need done
well, my kid watching this. And that's where the kid can go, well, Mom, and then goes back to that. He did warn us. They can't be mad. And I like that because then I'm allowed to speak the way I want. In all of them, it says I'm going to have strong language. I'm going to fuck. I'm going to say shit. I can, with that warning, it just says, hey, I have cussing in this. There is, like, talking about serious issues or serious things that most parents want their kids sheltered from. But kids nowadays, I caught my buddy's kid on his phone looking at porn the other day. And it's just, really? And he knew more about it than me, like... He said, like, he knew, like, 7 sites right off the top of his head.
Anyway, yeah.
And it's like, why do you need that much porn? And he just said, you never know. And I've been thinking about this. I said I was going to be like I said, I'm going to be going in. I know I'm hopping all over the place, and I'm sorry. My mind works like this when I'm tired, and I'm going to be hopping into the 360.
No, I do not, and I actually have to go get some dessert.
I can actually just... I want to insert the seed I have for this world and just rebuild it, kind of, but it's not going to be nice.
No.
And I also still have my other world
my mom's calling me to go get dessert.
Kind of knows about.
Well, I'll be back in a minute.
But doesn't really do anything in. Like, I made...
You ain't
I was
here.
working on a few things.
If you was here, I'd definitely be bringing you some.
Sidetracked. Like, I made a road, and I was making cities, and yeah.
If you was here, I'd be fucking whipping you up a king. I'd be whipping you fucking a dessert that would make a king blush.
Over to the 360. Not only am I gonna be doing 360 work.
Anyway, I'm gonna head on up. I'll be back in a few minutes.
And we're gonna be playing this, and we're gonna play that. No, big thing is I want to do.
Worst comes to worst, make the excuse that I'm still fishing.
With GTA. And I'm gonna say this now because I completely walked over the fact I was talking about Wednesdays. I can't get the Walking Dead thing working. While I work on that, I have uploaded up to episode 6 for Dead Island. Episode 7, I can actually start doing Skyrim, and I can also do Dead Island, the Let's Plays for Wednesday, what I was gonna do after I got through all of the Walking Dead. The other thing is I'm waiting for the Walking Dead the final season with Clementine. I'm waiting for that to end so then I can just do everything in like a month or a little bit later. That way, everything's in one go. I don't have to go, okay, this was episode 1. Wait 3 months. Oh, episode 2's here. Do episode 2 and just go, okay, let's wait another 4 months. And then just keep getting it. I want to just get it all done and good. Because we've already been through the first season with Lee. We already went through the second season where Clementine and everybody had to determine what to do with AJ. We already did the New Frontier, where you find out, oh, Clem's grown up. This group of family is falling apart, and Clem just wants to find her family, AJ. Apparently, this new season is supposedly going to be making it so, oh, AJ's now grown up. Clementine is now an adult. She's not some little kid anymore. I think she said in season 2. In season 2, she was, I think, like 13, 14, and that's when AJ was just a kid, like a baby, like newborn. Now he's like 8, 7, like he's a little tyke, but he can talk. He can use a gun. So that makes, like, Clementine, like, 19, 20? She's up there now. And think about that. That's way, way, way farther than the actual show, which is, like, I think 2-3 years into it. They're way further, and the zombies in her world look half decayed. Like the skin are green and red. They're just walking around. Think about that for a minute. In our world, zombies are still around. And I know there are like several billion people on the earth, but I think 28 days later would work. Like, even if half the world were dumb and turned to zombies, it'd be hard for people to get turned and not figure out, okay, the dead we stab or shoot. When you die, you need someone to kill you so you don't come back. I mean, the whole thing is, well, I'm rambling now, so, because we're at the end of the episode, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like down below, subscribe today, hit that little bell over in the corner right next to subscribe if you want to know whenever I post something new. Don't be afraid to comment down below if I'm doing something wrong, doing something right. You want to see something, you don't want to see something. And put your name down below if you want to get your name inside the Minecraft cemetery, who I actually have a couple new names for. One being John McCain, because, yeah, he went against Obama, but he was still an amazing senator. So, thank you for watching. Leave a like down below, and remember, have fun playing in the dark. I will see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the last bit of this episode for about another 20 seconds. So, again, thanks, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Night. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft. Sorry that it's been a while since I put one of these out. Funny thing, me and Beansy right now are actually just kinda... what's a good art? Oh yeah. Me and him are just kind of fishing for the enchantments we need, since last episode, as you saw, we were looking for...
AudioMicro.com